I think the question is that, your biggest question is what is the punctuation mark, right? So I would put it that this is a full stop with a paragraph change. So because there's a new chapter which is going to start. There's a new paragraph which is going to start, which is the new journey of IT. So you will have IT before COVID-19 and IT after COVID-19. And as you did mention that a lot of hypothetical questions, a lot of good practices that people used to kind of brush away, they're going to take center stage now. The first one, I would say is risk. So far, I have been party to discussions around disaster recovery, around a lot of security backup strategies. I remember we had IT service desk, outsourced IT service desk in Pune with a vendor, and then we wanted to do a DR drill for that. What if people are not able to come to the service desk? So we actually did a complete DR drill, which also meant redirecting your telephone calls to another center in Noida. And at that time, a lot of people were like, "Why do you want to do this? I mean, what's happening?" And you're like, no, So these are like certain good things in life which are good, which is managing your being prepared for risk, having business continuity plans, having disaster recovery plans, and investing in the good things in life, like for example, employee mobility, which is now basically enabling you to do work from home options. So these are the ones which have converted from theory to practical stuff now, and I'm sure that going forward, when the next paragraph is being written, security, risk, business continuity, disaster recovery, all of these are going to be not just matters of boardroom discussion, but also are going to attract investments. The second thing is about which I want to look at is the business outcomes. So while there is as you rightly said, it's a question of business survival of the business, and that means everybody has to make sacrifices. So we can see in the survey that there's a lot of short-term pressure. More than 50% of the people are saying that their budgets are going to be cut. But that's going to be a story across all the functions. I don't think there'll be any function who will be spared, whether it is advertising or marketing or HR or anything. So everybody is going to face budget cuts, and IT has to participate in that. But if you look at the long term, I think the story changes. You can see the new paragraph being written, which is like digital transformation taking center stage. And if you really look at what's happening there is, we have to focus on outcomes. A lot of IT work used to be around, and I would say that has been changing over the last few years, but we have been struggling in terms of communicating the business value of that. But it was about setting up platforms, just providing the lubrication to the machine of the company. But now it is going to come into forefront where people are going to say that, listen, I want this because I need this outcome, and that's the discussion that we need to undertake in this paragraph. And the third one is completely new opportunities. Today, business leaders are far more open to to see what can help them. I think they are more aware of what IT has done for them during this crisis in terms of keeping the ship afloat. And I'm sure a lot of them are curious around, what else can they do with it. They have seen how, face recognition and stuff like that helps. So they would like to kind of get more and more out of it. So it's the right time to experiment and exploit those opportunities. So those are my takes, and I think around these three things, a greater awareness and respect for risk, a focus on business outcomes, all the dialogues of IT and business happening around the outcomes, and people basically being aware and welcoming new opportunities that IT brings. These are the three dimensions where the new immediate priority is like the business continuity. So you have to strengthen your work from home capabilities. Work from home comes with risk. So people will spend on mitigating the risk of remote working and anything that comes around it. The second thing, in terms of immediate priority, will be I always say that IT is in the business of processes. So when you want to really look at the impact of IT or how it's going to shape up, you start looking at how your business processes are shaping up and where the opportunities are coming in terms of process transformation. So having said that, if you see today, I call it as the edges of the organization, which is where the organization is interfacing with the rest of the world. So places where your customer interactions are happening, your workplaces, whether it's offices or plants, So these are all the boundaries where you're coming across the rest of the world, and this is where a lot of things on the ground are changing in terms of new SOPs coming in, a lot of focus on safety, contact tracing, sanitization, and all of that. Okay. Now, if we have to come back to the normal, this is going to be the new normal, where our interactions with the world or all the physical interactions places will have to have a different set of processes, and that's where IT will have to play a role. So there are already examples, like for example your thermal cameras being integrated with your workforce data systems, your thermal so doing sort of contact tracing or contact path tracking, using cameras, and then using AI on top of it. So there are those use cases already emerging, which are people investing in IT to make your workplaces safer, to create more traceability around around what could create a health risk for your people. Okay. So those are the immediate ones. In terms of the long term, every business would want to come back on track, and as I said, business leaders would be more aware of what they can do with IT. I think this time is also where everybody has woken up to digital transformation. Being able to breathe a little deeper with not having to travel much, whether it's in sales or not having to manage the day-to-day pressures of operations for everybody else. I'm sure everybody has spent their time in terms of understanding what's going to come next, and I think digital plays a big part of it. So as I earlier mentioned, anything that can transform a process, that can help you drive more efficiency out of the process, these are areas where business leaders will ask for investment, and you will have to stretch yourself.